Showcase. Yes. So I am just going to deploy the fleet, Lama to ferry. Then next turn we can hard cast. If this resolves, next turn we can hard cast Citadel off of Delta double Opal. So I'm actually gonna do that. I'm actually just gonna plus. You too, man. Dan does seem good with the Teferi resolving anyways. It obviously was pretty weak without the Teferi resolving. But I'm never gonna pass up 4 Moxen, so. And I know opponent's not on a Pyroblast deck, so the Teferi is gonna be pretty good. See how much Moxen my opponent hit off their Ancestral. They know what's in my hand, so I should be able to F6 here, I think. E. I think I keep the fetch land in case I draw Brainstorm. Lost a flip is kind of unfortunate. Alright, so here we just go. I guess I don't have to fetch right away, but fetch an Underground Sea. I make a black mana. I bounce my Mox Opal. I'm gonna leave the probe for after I have a Bullet Citadel, because I can draw dead cards off the top. Replay this, black mana, black mana, black mana. I'm gonna play this to make a colorless mana so I can save this blue mana. And then slam Bullet Citadel with Teferi in play. We already have to draw through our Citadel. I think we're supposed to draw through our Citadel. We have so many hits off the top. Tinker. Okay. Tinker away this Opal, I guess. Full priority. We'll get a top. Up. Cast. Do I respond by going? Problem is I lose my top. Unless I just PO for 3 right away. Maybe that's fine. I just PO for 4 and don't activate top. And then what will we put on top? We'll put a Time Walk. I guess I could put Demonic Tutor for the best card to put on top. Is it just Yogwill? No. Maybe it's just another PO. I don't think this game's over yet. It's not deterministic from here. I put Demonic on top. I go to 4. I get a... What do I get, though? Do I just get a PO anyways? Wouldn't that just be better for me to play Yogwill then? So if I put a Yogwill on top, and then I Yogwill... No, because then I can't use the Citadel. Maybe I'm just supposed to put a PO on top and go to 2? Seems wrong. I guess I can always draw whatever card off my top. So maybe I'm just supposed to put anything and then draw into it. So I can just put a PO on top, I think, and then play out these things. Play out top. I don't want to lose 4 life yet. We haven't really hit anything good yet. We really haven't hit anything good. I'd rather just play a land off the top. Hit another land. I have to be really careful here because, like, I don't want to play this crypt out and have it kill me. Oh boy, go to 4. I feel like I've drawn really badly, but maybe not. Time walk. Do I go to 2 and I time walk? Probably. That card's dead to me. I have a lot of dead cards in my hand currently. Alright, Ancestral Yogwill should do it though. Next turn. Let's just go discard. Discard, 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 discard. Draw. Plus. Draw. So how much mana? Will. I just Yogwill. I want to play out this Mana Crypt. I guess I can PO though, right? Yogwill. Then I'm actually 1 mana short of POing as well. Why is this so fucking close? All I have is an Opal currently. I guess I can Hurkles myself, right? So if I go Yogwill, Hurkles myself, I lose my Citadel, but that's fine. Doesn't gain life. Not how that card works. Alright, so I can do this without playing Crypt. I go Tundra, Emerald, Mentor. I have PO, right? PO. Yeah. I think we got there. We have PO and Time Walk, so we have lethal now. As long as we don't leave the Mana Crypt in play. This was actually like kind of tricky to navigate for some reason. Like, not really sure why that ended up being so hard to navigate, but it was. Alright, now we have Time Walk, so this is deterministic from here, as long as I don't play my Mana Crypt. Man, Teferi's pretty busted, huh? All right, got there. Solid turn 2. Ooh, that was really tight, actually. I'm surprised that it was so hard. But the 2 main deck Teferis versus the no Pyroblast deck does in fact get there. Now, how do we board against the PO Oath deck? What is the plan? What is the play? What do we do? What do we do? I mean, we definitely don't want these. Maybe we want Hercules. Like, we probably just want to like play a regular game of Magic, right? Like, I don't really see why we would be unfavored against PO Oath. They have double Veil, double Fluster. I guess they would be probably favored actually. And they have Vault Key combo. But I don't really want to. They're gonna bring in Nature Game, another Veil, another Fluster. It just doesn't seem like we would. Maybe it doesn't seem like we would want to be bringing in creatures here. If they completely board out Oath, then I guess it would make sense to bring in creatures, but I don't think there's any reason to give them free creatures. But maybe it's just like you take out Swords and Balance and you just bring in Flusterstorm and I don't know, Hercules or something. Hercules isn't great against them, but it's better than like Balance or Swords. And we just play another game with this where we have 2 Teferis. I guess that's fine. It doesn't seem super good. I guess we really want to go down on lands in this matchup as well. We're kind of running out of like good cards to bring in. Like, you don't really want to play Lavinia against them, right? When they're playing Oath. It just doesn't seem very good. Maybe we'll bring Lavinias in on the play. We just like don't have many cards that are good here. I guess maybe we bring in another Hercules. Like, I don't really want to play 3 Hercules, but like seems better than these other dead cards. All right, let's try this. Maybe we'll bring in Lavinias on the play because they are like a Moxen deck, right? I'm just like super worried that if I bring in Lavinias, I just get like an Oath slammed on me and it seems really, really bad. Stands good. Good one. It does seem like it might be correct to bring in Lavinia on the play though, just because of how deep they are a PO deck at heart, right? It's gonna be PO. All right. Well, I have to use my Narset, which is unfortunate, but unless they have their own force to follow up, like they do. Do our own PO. All right, we'll just go for it then. They don't have Mindbreak traps. All they have is Force of Will. And they've shown they don't have it, so we're just gonna go in. The classic PO matchup, chat. The classic PO matchup. They have Mental Misstep, I guess. They could have Mental Misstep there. That's about the only card they can have left in their deck is Mental Misstep, I would assume. This gets Mental Misstep, it does actually put us in kind of a weird spot, unfortunately. Alright, so I don't think they have Force, so I assume this just resolves. Another one. Would rather they Mental Misstep this on the turnaround. Right. I don't think they have anything. A classic PO mirror. Just a terrible, terrible magic. Terrible, terrible magic. So where does this leave us? This leaves us on actual not very much. Kind of unfortunate, really. Might just die next turn. But there's not much I can do about it. I only have one color of mana. So I guess what it means is the play that makes the most sense is just Mentor. To threaten a lethal attack, maybe? I get, because I can always vamp on the upkeep, right? So I need to play 3 artifacts to make my white mana. Kind of unfortunate as well, I guess. That was not the best second PO. Obviously the first PO was good. Alright, well, if opponent just slams a Time Vault, we die. If opponent slams a PO, we could die. If opponent slams an Oath, that's okay. I think it's likely opponent slams a PO here. Op is a really good draw. I don't think we vamp next turn. I think we slam to Fairy. Oh, they found something off their top. That can't be good for the home team. Okay, well, we might not die to... Okay, it could still be another PO, I guess. Or it could be an Oath. Nope, it's a PO. Alright, you draw 3. PO Mirror. A lot of RNG. But currently they didn't have any other colored mana on their artifacts. That's a good sign. No Opal or no Sapphire, and they've already used their land drop, but they could have drawn Force of Will. So maybe we should Vampiric in our upkeep. Vampiric in my upkeep. For a PO, slam a Teferi, bait out a Force of Will, and then PO for lethal. Seems like that makes the most sense. That way, if they counter the Vampiric, they'll have a slam. But if they counter the Teferi, I can't do shit without having already cast the Vampiric. So that makes the most sense to me. Let's Vampiric. And it can just be PO because we have a Teferi backing us up. It could just be Time Walk too. I think PO makes the most sense though. If this resolves, then we have a PO. Okay, so that did not resolve. There's no reason not to just PO in response. That should be lethal, I would assume. They can draw into another blue card and Force of Will, which is what they're looking to do, I guess. I guess they only get to draw one card here. So they had their card in hand had to be either a blue card or Force of Will, and then draw into another one because you just drew into top. That would be highly unlikely. Right? Now that's game. Oh, I should have forced that to Fairy, but oh. Yeah. I have Hercules, so it doesn't really matter. But I should have forced it to Fairy. Nine and 6, 10 and 9. So now I have lethal. Alright, and I'll just attack for lethal here. No need to draw the game out any more than it already is. And we successfully PO'd the POs. Alright, we take those. This is a kind of a prime example of why, if PO was ever the best deck, ubiquitous best deck, high metagame percentage, I would not want it to not be, like, I would want it to be restricted. Just because I don't think the mirror is very good. I think the mirror is kind of a shit show. All right, MTG bot, are you out of? No, you still think we're playing a? MTG bot is forever scorned by this freeform match. All right, so we're 3-1. We're making the comeback.